Hi everyone, Nolan with Black Diamond Services. I am out at a restaurant that's being completely done, and I'm going to be cleaning this tile and the Pebble Tech floor. So you can see I did this probably maybe a month and a half ago. I test cleaned that spot and won the job. Obviously, I'm out here starting to clean it, and I did a little small section because you got to do the Pebble Tech at very small sections at a time because it just drinks up the pre-spray. So you can see the significant difference of this here. And then they're going to be installing a new sink, so he wanted me to clean that area because he's afraid that's going to fall if it's not there to help prop that sink up. So I cleaned just that little bit of it for him so it could be propped back there. But you can see massive difference. This restaurant, or old restaurant, this is completely new owners, whole different business. Gross, right? That's impacted dirt, oil, grease. This is so it's all blocked off right now, but this is a main street, downtown Modesto. It is next to Brendan Theaters. Literally on the other side of this wall is basically the theater. And so this is a high trafficked area. Whatever restaurant was here, yikes. They didn't do much cleaning. You can see there's a difference right here where there's an entry mat that was there that caught a lot of it. Even this is gonna probably look better once I'm done cleaning it. So for those who are wondering, because this came up in a business group that I'm in, what cleaner am I using? So this is Frog Nasty, and I'll have a link in the description, and I think YouTube is going to allow me to attach the chemical to the video. So if you run across this floor, do not get scared of it. As long as it's still got, the integrity of it's in good form, like there isn't a bunch of loose little rocks, you can clean it. I'm using about 1,000 PSI. I spray small sections, okay? Small sections. So like this room here, when this stuff was pulled out, I cleaned just in here, and this is probably like a 5x5, maybe 6x6 room. And then there's a little small room in there that's like maybe 2 feet of walking space inside of it. And then I just did that little room and in this little section here, because the pre-spray will get absorbed right into this floor and dry really quickly. So you got to do small sections. In this case, because of how filthy it is, I'm basically doing no more than like 50 square feet, or something even a little less in this case. So it's little bits at a time. And then I'm cleaning this tile, the Pebble Tech here, that tile over there, and then that first little test clean spot that I showed you over there. So this is how I do it. It's worked every single time. It's made a significant difference. Surprisingly, this is turning out pretty well considering how bad this is. It's a little worn down right there, as you can kind of tell. Went over that a ton of times, but I mean, I'd say this is excellent compared to what it is. So this is why I'm filming this little bit, so you guys can see how crazy this looks and how much nicer and what it originally was supposed to look like. So pretty neat. But again, pump sprayer, Frog Nasty. I'm not using my inline sprayer because it hooks up to this, and I'm using 1,000 PSI like I said, and those inline sprayers, we usually run them at 400 PSI at most when we're pre-treating, carpet. So I don't want to have to keep walking back and forth, shutting my pressure down and then back up to run the tile one, because like I said, small sections at a time means these dry faster. So I gotta real quick run the CRB over it, which look at that nastiness on that center bar. It should look like that little open silver piece right there, but it's all black with nastiness. That's just from running it over this real quick to give it a little agitation before I extract it. And that's what's coming off. Pretty gross. So, pre-spray. Obviously, if the floor's got a bunch of debris on it, sweep that up or vacuum it, and then apply to pre-spray, Frog Nasty, CRB, and then extract all this off. So I'm basically going to do the bathroom and this last little patch, probably a floor here, or maybe just the bathroom, because the bathroom's pretty toasted. So probably just the bathroom. So that's a little run through of what I'm doing. I'm gonna pre-spray it, and then I'll show you some rinsing so you can see that. Alright, so CRB, just for a little agitation, you can see how I made a line there, so it's helping. This room's pretty bad. And of course these brushes and the undercarriage of this thing is gonna get cleaned thoroughly after being done. Now, this doesn't exactly fit on the other side of the toilet, so I may be doing some of it by hand with my countertop tile tool. But yeah, see, look at that. Gross. Some dirty sludge. See what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's nasty, but that's why we do it. These brushes are gonna get some love later. Soaked, cleaned thoroughly. All right, slow movements. See, look at the significant difference it's already making. Pretty crazy the difference it's making. So edges and stuff like that will probably have to be done by my hand, but quite the change. So again, slow movements, make sure you extract well, and then if you got a nasty one like this, periodically check the undercarriage of your tile tool to see if there's buildup there. So I'll be looking at it here in a little bit, even though I haven't done a whole lot, but just because of how nasty this is, I want to see if there's anything causing any blockage, especially to the vacuum port area. Huge difference. This floor was severely neglected. Severely neglected. I brought it back to as much life as this floor and this tile and grout had left. But it was pretty bad. If you go back and watch the beginning of this video, you will see what I'm talking about. But it was awful. It is awful. Look at this. We've been going over all this Pebble Tech twice, cleaning it, reapplying product, running the CRB. Look how dark those brushes are. We're going to be cleaning them, like I said earlier in the video, thoroughly, rinsing them, soaking them. But yeah, this floor is quite awful. The problem is they wanted to, originally I was told, finish this floor out with this, but of course this floor is discontinued, so they couldn't match it. So they opted to keep the Pebble Tech in and just get it cleaned. And I mean, there's a significant change here. They're already happy with the results that we've gotten so far. I mean, we've done as much as we can. I mean, you'll see in some photos I've taken of before and after. It's bad. This floor I had to clean like 3 times and go slowly back and forth over all of it to get it to look as good as it does, with the grout matching the tile more. It was like basically pitch dark black due to the heavy soil and grease and oil, whatever, coming off of the streets. Because just to show you guys, this is the outside. It's a street, sidewalk. It's nasty. So pre-spraying little small sections at a time, CRBing it, rinsing it, respraying it, CRBing it, and rinsing it, because the second time made a difference. So we're running it twice before we call it and move along. So it makes a significant difference. Then, you know, we do extra passes and everything over it. I move slower on this floor than I do on tile, because I want to make sure it's extracted really well, since it's very porous and can absorb. So I want to go slow for the extraction process to make sure it turns out really well, you know, as much as possible, and of course pull out as much moisture as possible too, so you don't cause any issues with the flooring. So hopefully this helps, but this is what we're doing here and how we're getting it done.